Hey, welcome back to André Plays / Analyses the Original Unreal. We were about to end the source and finish the game, in fact. But before we do that, I actually just read that you can kill the queen in one shot if you use the amplifier with the dispersion pistol with all the power-ups. So I'm actually just gonna test that out. If we go game, load, and we restart the source. Oh, they don't actually jump off and attack you. They're just here feeding on the I guess the nutrients in the structure of the hive. But if I turn on the amplifier, no, I'm shooting it with the dispersion pistol fully powered up and with the amplifier, and it doesn't kill the queen in one shot. So that was a myth. Yeah, that was just a myth. Or at least the source that told me it is not correct. Maybe it was changed in one of the patches, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, let us now finish Unreal. So here's a little hologram of Napali, and here is this ship, the Queen's personal, I guess, escape pod. And if we walk towards it, here we go. We watch the ship take off. Now the ship's better quality. I was gonna say that it was like a very pixelated model, but now the ship's actually like the texture is more in depth. Whee! Very complicated and fancy path showing off all the graphics of Unreal. And that is the ship in the valley, you know, that was that area that we saw, that we first went into the mothership. And now the ship escapes the atmosphere. And there should be text appearing on the screen shortly. In the bottom left. The Scar escape pod has broken free from the planet's gravitational pull, barely, yet its fuel has depleted and you drift aimlessly. From where many have died, you have escaped. You laughed to yourself. So much has happened, but little has changed. Before the crash landing, you were trapped in a cramped cell. Now once again, you are confined in a prison. But you feel confident that someone will come upon your small vessel, eventually. Until then, you drift and hope. To be continued. So there you have it. After you defeat the Queen, you get on the Queen's escape pod and you go rousing up into space, but you can't really steer the pod or do anything with it. You're just in orbit now of the planet. Oh, and the menu comes up automatically. You can't get out of it. It's just, yeah. See, I'm trying to get out of it and it just pops back up. So yeah, and so now you just left orbiting the planet. And and you hope someone will come across your spaceship. And it says to be continued, and it is actually continued with the official expansion pack Return to Napali, which I will do a playthrough sometime of. I will do a playthrough of it sometime. For now though, I want to talk a bit about the multiplayer, and I want to showcase a few other levels that are not actually part of the Unreal campaign, but do come along with the Unreal game. The first of these is called, I can't actually open the console. It's interesting. If I go co-op match, the first of these is called Entry. So Entry is basically, interesting, okay. So this is Entry. Basically, it's this map where you're just like in this jail cell. And basically, this is how they when you're online playing a game and then you disconnect from your online game, where do they put you? They basically just put you here. So it's basically just like a placeholder map for just if you need to be, basically, when you disconnect from an online game, or when you, basically, it's got to do something with the player. And instead of just keeping you in a menu, it just puts you in this little jail cell. This is meant to be a mirror. I mentioned before that when I installed Unreal, when I installed the release version of Unreal on this computer, there was no setting to like set whether to use a graphics card, and I guess maybe it didn't recognize my graphics card because my graphics card is too recent, and so it defaulted to no graphics card, and so it doesn't display high quality textures. It doesn't display like the mirrors and stuff because it's just running software rendering. But yeah, so this is, I can cheat out of here, but there's nothing really here. It's just this little box, this little map with these little symbol things there. And yeah, the other map I wanted to talk about was Gateway. So if I type open Gateway, oh wait, I just want to say, yes, it's like a little toilet here, prison cell type thing, little Pokeball type designs on the walls. Anyway, if I type open Gateway, Gateway is much more interesting. So Gateway is this map that basically, when they first started making Unreal multiplayer, they had the idea of, well, how would you connect to the servers? So there might be a whole lot of online servers, and how would you connect to them? Or how, and so they had this idea that maybe they could have like a map that you actually walked around in with teleporters in it. And when you stepped on these teleporters, they would take you to different servers. Or the server could host this map with different teleporters in it, and when you stepped into different teleporters, it might take you to different maps, to different, to different levels. And so they made this gateway map, which was meant to be this gateway, this map with teleporters in, that I guess were meant to take you somewhere. And in the actual edition that was released, the teleporters do nothing. They're just teleporters that are just there. They don't do anything, but the whole map still exists as, I guess, this idea of how the multiplayer could have existed. In the actual released version, to go to different multiplayer servers, you open a menu and it's all in the menu. But I guess this showed this idea they had that maybe the servers could be accessible somehow via a map, via like an overworld. Anyway, so we are in this room here, and we have this teleporter here that opens up. A big purpley teleporter. We can step into it, and it doesn't actually do anything. We just are in the teleporter, and the teleporter acts like a water zone. We see stars, we see a water zone. The doors that behind us we can actually open up. We're on this huge spaceship, so there's like monitors. We're on the ground floor of this thing that we can look outside. We see there's like planets and another spaceship and stuff. So we're meant to be on some spaceship, I guess, in orbit around our party. Where did we come out of? Did we just come out of that door? Yeah, we just come out of that door. So I'll explore all the There's this place. I guess this is meant to be another starting point, another spawn point. I'll explore all the downstairs stuff first, and then I'll go upstairs. So we've explored all that. Explored that. These are lifts that take you up, basically. And on the other side, there's another identical room with a big teleporter, but instead of it being purple inside, it is white inside, and we can jump in, you know. Oh, like I said, the teleporters, they don't actually take you anywhere or do anything. This is just it's a map of an idea that never actually got put into practice. Now if I go upstairs on these elevators, I see more maps. We can look outside the windows. Here we have a blue, green and orange teleporters. Once again, they do nothing, you can just jump in them. You can also jump. Can you jump out of? Let's see if I can jump out of it. Let's see if I can. Oh. There's also like a water pool down there that you can somehow, if I were to hurt myself, could I sort of jump myself out? Wait, I'll just fly. You can jump down here. There's a little pool of water here. Teleporters, yep. We see a moon or a planet. If we walk around here, we're now in this main big room. We can step into here, and this has an elevator, I guess. This was that room we saw down there. I'm just showing off the lighting. And there's another room here with its own whole side of other teleporters. So this is once again it's an identical copy of the other side, except the colors. This one has light blue, red and yellow. So yeah, teleporters. And pool of water underneath. So, well, for some reason there's a pool of water on this spaceship. Is there anything I've forgotten? I think there's one room that I've forgotten. If we jump down here, I feel like there's... Maybe if I ghost? Yeah, there's this room here. Oh. Oh, I see how to get into it. From this place in here, where you can see there's this door here. And this door opens, and you're in a sort of like a generator room. Here there's this generator. And yeah, so that's that, I guess. We can ghost out, we can take a look at the map on the outside. It's pretty much all there is to it. Teleporting rooms and the room with the big teleporters on each side. It's just a big spaceship, and you can fly up to the skybox and explore the skybox up here. But yeah, so that's the gateway. Next up, I guess this will be the last video for this series, but I'll start another series where I play through the death matches, the bot matches of the original Unreal, and sort of show you how the bot matches work. But anyway, so see you guys in that next series, because this will be the last video for this series, and see ya!